everyone, Comic Reviewer here, and this time reviewing on Marvel Spider-Man, The Black Cat Strikes, issue number 1. Now, I am sorry that I haven't been able to do as much posting. I've been mostly spending time with the family and doing my other jobs. Now, as you know, The Black Cat Strikes is meant to take place during the events of the DLC Marvel Spider-Man story, City That Never Sleeps, and is meant to cover the events of Peter meeting Black Cat again. And let's get on with the story. So it mainly starts off with Peter inspecting at the museum where he says, looks like your source was right, MJ. There's a small army of late-night art enthusiasts over there, and points out that it's mainly Magia, which MJ points out that Hammerhead is trying to, fill in Kingpin's spots. And keep in mind that, Peter has ended up creating a power vacuum, and nature appalls it. So Peter notices that there's a sort of entrance in one of the glass windows, and the Magia go in basically in their cars, basically Lethal Weapon style. And Peter says, "Geez, some people will do anything." And so pretty much MJ helping Peter out, and pretty much Peter asking MJ what's wrong, and ends up saying that she burnt herself on her coffee. So Peter basically has to take down mostly Magias while talking to MJ. And this does remind me of Oracle with Batman in the Arkham games. So pretty much the artwork is safe by the kind of bulletproof glass. And as soon as Peter basically takes down more Magia officers, behind him Black Cat enters in, who says, "Sexy, sexy, new suit. Looking good. Been working out? MJ? I'm gonna have to call you back." And this is a moment that you can tell Felicia and Peter basically meet again after all these years, and breaks off one of the artworks that contains a flash drive, and which he sort of escapes. And Peter remembers back to his starting days before the events of the game, where he was doing some investigation on Wilson Fisk, where Black Cat had broken in and says, "What is this?" "Burglary, home invasion. I forget the differences." And so tries to go charging at Black Cat, so Spider-Man has to take down Wilson Fisk, and pretty much webs him down. And Black Cat says, "Yum, yum, dinner and a show. Did you hear that, big guy? We've entertained a nice burglar lady." "Entertain us!" "Ouch! Cuddle time later, Willie." And so she escapes, and Peter basically goes after her, and mainly make it out of it, while Wilson threatens to rip their heads off. So after Black Cat plays the whole kind of damsel in distress thing and tries to be romantic, Peter, not paying attention to his surroundings, ends up crashing into a glass window, with Black Cat getting away, which is later shown to her going into a diamond exchange bolt. And this is a moment where they both exchange fights, with Peter going after her. And just as he basically talks with her, saying, "There's more than one way to skin a cat. And, pretty pun, maybe you are a dream after all." And so they pretty much fall in love, and this is a moment where they mostly make out. And after this, we're shown back at the present, where Peter has defeated the Modular, and Captain Watanabe asks, like, listen to what looked at this place. And so Peter basically talks with MJ, and she knows basically this is Black Cat. So goes to basically go in and talk to Black Cat, who basically breaks out, and Black Cat tries to make it out, while Peter has to web down two of the other Modular officers. And this is a moment where Black Cat talks about her son, and that that Hammerhead has him, and says, your son? And yeah, if you have basically played the DLC, then you know the truth. So the story isn't too bad. I think, yeah, it's interesting to see the Marvel Spider-Man version of Black Cat, and I personally like the idea that they have a story set beforehand and a story set in between the game. So I think the issue deserves a thumbs up. Still good, and still alright. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.